guys, this is Kelly from Locker Gnome, and I am with Ari, Head of Product Development for Microsoft, and we are here at the IE9 Launch party. We just had the press conference. We're here at South by Southwest actually, and Ari just got in actually, what was it, 2 days ago?
Got in 2 days ago, been focused a lot on the launch. Unfortunately, haven't had much of a chance to soak up the South by atmosphere yet.
But you're here tonight for the actual party where Yesair and Head in the Heart, which is a local Seattle band, is going to be performing. Are you looking forward to the party tonight?
I'm psyched. I had a chance to check out the party setup a little bit earlier today. It is awesome. It's going to be off the hook.
Awesome. Looking forward to that later. So you just launched IE9. What new features did you guys add to IE9 that's different from IE8?
There are a couple things that I'd call out. One big thing is the speed of the browser itself. I showed a number of demos that show how websites can do things in terms of speed and performance that they could never do before. We've also updated the browser UI. We've put a huge focus on allowing websites to shine in IE9 and taking the focus off of the browser window itself. We've also made updates to privacy and security, and we've built IE9 from the ground up to support HTML5.
So how does that impact the consumer? Like, what can consumers do with those new HTML5 developments and the privacy developments as well?
Yeah, it affects developers and consumers in different ways. For developers, they can use HTML5 to build websites that span multiple browsers. For consumers, they can experience websites in a way that they never could before. A couple of the demos that I showed were things like 3D games running in the browser, intense animations, cool videos. I showed one demo where we were showing 16 videos running simultaneously in a single web page. So it's going to have a huge impact on what consumers can do as they browse the web.
That's awesome. And what about privacy?
Yep, you know, privacy is a huge topic these days. One of the things that we've done in IE9 is we've introduced a feature called tracking protection lists. Basically what that does is it gives end users one-click access to keep the bad guys from tracking them online.
That's great. And how long has IE9 been in development?
It was almost a year ago to the day that we released the first platform preview of IE9, so it's almost a year.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Zay Frank. I'm eating. You'll pardon me for that. I just saw the launch of IE9, participated in it, and it was awesome. I mean, it was a really amazing, cool set of demos that, you know, for me, as I mentioned from the stage, kind of reminds me of a time that, you know, where I originally got excited about the web. I love that there's a commitment to you know, to bring HTML5 front and center of the canvas object is awesome. Being able to, like, you know, manipulate sound, really play with animations and all that stuff in a cross-platform way is really exciting. I love the hardware acceleration. I haven't been able to play with it as much as I want to, because, like, obviously, like, it'd be awesome to see, like, how far it can be pushed. But it's just like a whole set of features that really, like, you know, open up light, dirty, fast, fun play space on the web, and that's what's awesome.
How does IE9 vary and differ from the other browsers out in the market now?
Yeah, a couple of the demos that I showed actually showed head-to-head IE9 versus Chrome and Firefox, and one of the big things that we saw as a differentiator for IE9 was the speed of the browser. We showed a number of websites that looked beautiful and smooth and fast in IE9 that are just choppy and much slower in Firefox and Chrome.
I'm Dave Wolf. I'm the Vice President of Strategy at Synergy. So we're a software product concept design and development agency, and we really focus on these really rich, immersive kind of technologies. And when we looked at HTML5, we wanted to see if we could recreate the kind of things you saw in, say, Flash or Silverlight in HTML5. And since in a lot of those rich experiences people think of games, we made a casual game. This is Jitterbugs. It's a casual game. This is all HTML5. And if you check it out, you know, just really rich, engaging, the same kind of, you know, richness of animations, whether it's, you know, the motion of the birds, whether it's sound and music, whether it's the even simple things like this bloom that's coming in. So in the game, I capture these bugs, and then once I capture enough of them, I go on to the next level. Now, what was great about IE9 was, you know, this is just straight HTML5. We didn't have to do anything to take advantage of all the hardware acceleration, but when you're making this rich stuff, it's huge. And if you compared it to say, you know, a browser like Chrome, and we compare them side by side, the performance difference is staggering. We're getting almost 10 times the frame rate out of IE9, writing standard HTML5, and doing nothing else. So it's going to be pretty exciting because we're going to really be able to build these beautiful, rich, immersive web experiences that I think people have grown to expect in straight browsers without a plugin. So we're excited.
Hey, I'm Richard Tom with Hulu. I actually oversee the engineering team over in the Santa Monica office. And yeah, so actually what we're doing here is just giving you a quick tour of the Hulu integration with IE9 and Windows 7. What we did was actually focus on one strong premise, which was really how do we get users to the different portions of the site that they find to be most important for them. And the first area that we focused on was our anonymous users. And for our anonymous users, what we did was we identified what were the top areas of the site that people generally like to jump to, and we provided it in a simple jump list right here at the icon of a pinned site. The next thing that we did was focus around registered users because clearly we have a little bit more information about them, and what we can do is provide them with an experience that allows them to actually customize that jump list. And so as an example, for me as a user, the thing that I find to be most important really revolves around my queues, my history, and my friends. So what I do is I come here into my profile settings, and I'm actually able to then turn around and set up the exact menuing system that I'm interested in. And so the idea again is that you start to be able to customize the experience per user. And again, that's really just the very beginning of what we think we can do with IE9 and Windows 7 as far as integration. Clearly another great idea here would be for us to be able to start doing things like surfacing the top 3 items of your queue. Or maybe on a per user basis start surfacing your history so that way you can actually jump back to what you were watching. And so what we're looking to do here is really start to bridge that gap between the web browser experience and the desktop experience. And we're definitely excited about being able to integrate here. And we're also working out a small promotion here, or I like to think of it as a big promotion actually, with Microsoft and Hulu that will actually bring Hulu Plus into more homes, and it'll all work through the pin site and the jump list.
So I'm at the IE9 launch, and Foursquare has launched a new web browser app for Foursquare on IE9, and I'm about to check into the W Austin to show you the new Foursquare in-browser app. So I'm checking into the W Austin now, and we're going to see what it looks like on the Foursquare app for IE9. So I'm all checked in on Foursquare on IE9, and there I am on the right side of the first row. And the Foursquare app on IE9 kind of looks like a SimCity. Everyone's represented visually when they're checked in. I'm on the second floor of the W, and everyone's walking around on the floors, visually represented by little people walking around. And if you were to zoom out on this app, you would see the city of Austin represented by buildings, and you could scroll around and see where everyone was checked in visually instead of just by text place. So what's in store for IE9 in the future?
Well, you know, tonight is the big launch. That's what we're focused on tonight. Of course, we're going to continue focusing and building on the browser in the future. Tonight is all about the launch, so I hope you'll join us at the party.
Definitely I will. Thanks for talking with me.
Awesome. Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
South by Southwest coverage brought to you by WeatherBug. WeatherBug is available at both the Apple App Store and the Android market.